fired. Shots fired. That matter. Shots fired.
From what I'm hearing, but I ain't hear it on the Blend Show.
Okay.
But I heard that I would go on it. Actually, was there somebody else on the show before you?
No, it's been me, baby.
Was somebody else here that ain't here no more?
I mean, you know, we have gas so people fill it in, you know what I mean?
Because somebody else used to do the shooby. Somebody stole the shooby-dooby thing from you on another show, maybe? Well, you know, Bugs came to me. Bugs had a show, right? Mm-hmm. And Bugs wanted me to come on his show. Mm-hmm. But he said something about somebody not there no more. Like, I was going to be offended from coming on his show because somebody talks down about shooby-dooby or people that sing. And I'm looking at him like, nah, everybody can have their opinion. That doesn't bother me. I don't care.
Yeah, and to me, that's not what.
Okay, tell me what it is.
Okay, well, to me, and you know, it's almost like, and I'm gonna break this down. It's almost like some people like spaghetti, some people like lasagna, some people like Trojan condoms, some people like latex, the cheap free ones from the clinic.
Okay.
Some people like beer, some people like wine. Some people like their coffee with cream, some people like it straight, you know what I mean? And then some people like their go-go different ways or whatever. Now, shoobydooby to me means a band that plays one beat all night and plays covers. To me, a shoobydooby band would never have no originals. A shoobydooby band would never create. It's just like one long karaoke jamboree. But obviously, there is a platform for it. Just because I don't like it, don't mean somebody else don't like it.
Right. So and basically what Chuck was.
No, because Chuck actually made songs of it.
No, well, not really. A lot of those are covers.
Okay, well, there's a difference between a cover and a remake. A cover is the song that's on the radio right now that everybody's doing. A remake is a song that somebody takes and redo. I don't think it's the same thing, do you?
Nah, it's not.
Yeah, so...
I mean, but... And you're saying you put a different arrangement to it, that's what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I mean, you know, like you perfect example. When he did Run Joe, that was Louis Jordan. The original came out in 1929. So obviously, it's not a cover. The cover to me, once again, we get this, a cover to me is a song that somebody plays that's on the radio, like a cover song that everybody can sing along.
Exactly how the artist sings it.
Because
but that's
did you know what Run Joe was before you heard it? And you heard Run Joe? Did you not?
Not did. But that's probably 95, 99% of the band. Everybody plays 800. You're saying majority of the show is because everybody plays covers.
Yeah.
Everybody does. We do.
Everybody. Yeah.
That's not a secret. But we're saying if you do it all night, no original, and you're doing it to the same beat all night.
Oh, okay. That's what shoobydooby is. All right. I got my definition.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. I don't think it's a bad thing. And let me say this though, and I really want to get serious on this. I think people take out the content because I'm funny. I'm Bootsy Vegas. A lot of times I do think, and I'm being real serious on this point, people kind of digging deep to it. Anybody listen to the show, anybody know me, they know I'm like flying off the handle. I'm the guy in here that's flying off the handle, saying stuff, it's engaging. Sometimes she may say it, a lot of times it's, I don't want to say sometimes it's tongue in cheek. It's not all the way people take it, you know what I mean? Because I had a conversation with somebody. I actually had a conversation with two people. I've never said this before. A band, a big band, two big bands, grown and sexy bands, wanted me to play in their band. And they both said the same thing to me. Could you stop saying shoobydooby? Could you not? Then I asked them, well, do you know what it means? And I think people kind of take into it too much. You know what I mean? So I just want to say this. A lot of times in the Blend show, I am the funny guy. You know what I mean? So it ain't because people probably think, and this goes for Scooby too, people think I probably dislike you, which is not true. Me and you have a great relationship. We've never had nothing. Now I may not prefer the music that you play at times or none of that, but it's never been no real issue between me and you. Same thing with Scooby. Half the people who don't know me and Scooby, we were best friends. I lived with them. You know what I mean? And people take it the wrong way. So sometimes if you hear it through a second or third hand person, they kind of take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? So I just want to say that. Now that we saying that.
Now that the disclaimer is out.
Yeah, now the disclaimer's over. Yeah, no, because here's the thing though. I appreciate you coming, and I ain't want you feeling some type of way like we come here to set you up and bash you, like it's gonna be some like we could literally come in and bash you or whatever. You know what I mean? Like everybody has a philosophy on what they like and all that. So I just really want to say that because me and you ain't never had no issue. We've never had no tension. We've always had a great relationship. When I see you, it's love. You know what I mean? So I just really want to put that in context before I start going to Bootsy Vegas again.
Alright, let me know when you changed by before.
Bootsy Vegas is back. Alright, so yeah, so you know, we back.
Shoot.
Alright.
Shoot.
Okay, so you're funny. So that's pretty good. So now that my discussion is over, let me ask you a question. How would you describe your sound of Vybe to people? Like, you know, somebody who's never heard Vybe, you know what I mean? If I'm a person from outside here, whatever, how would you describe that?
I mean, I would summarize it. I mean, I like to simplify it. So it'd just be good, clean music.
Good, clean music. Do you think you guys are a good thing for go-go? Like, do you think you guys have been a positive asset to the landscape of music around DC and go-go? In your opinion?
It depends on, I mean, because that's a broad question. I mean, I would say no, but not a negative impact either. So I don't want to go to where we the opposite. I don't think I'm the front runner where I'm bringing an impact for everybody to follow. Because I mean, Chuck ain't long gone, so we should be following that.
Absolutely.
So I ain't gonna say that I'm one that's up there doing that.
Do you think grown and sexy, the whole grown and sexy scene, by a guy who's grown up in go-go, do you think that's been good for go-go, in your opinion? I mean, obviously the term grown, I mean, I'm sure you know what a grown and sexy band will mean. Do you think the grown and sexy thing has been a plus for go-go?
Yes.
Please, I would love that.
Because it's, for one, we rumble with each other in the go-go community. So just like there's no uplifting, why do we have all these different genres in this one small ass market? I mean, we're just playing, the go-go is just the groove. It's us, we keep going, we keep playing. Does it really matter what we playing or the style that we play? If I'm Frank Sinatra and you Stevie Wonder, does it matter? They both playing music, right?
Yeah.
It's just the different styles, different flavor of it. So why do we separate it and you sitting on this corner, you sitting over in this corner? So now, on the grown and sexy circuit, I mean, we do have our issues too, but it's not like when you go in that go-go convo and you see them bands beefing with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, going in, the band members beefing with this band member, I'm going in just for entertainment. The post it'd be 135 posts. But the crazy part is down there, everybody is focused on the other band. How can you focus on what you're doing?
Yeah.
I stay in my lane and get out the way. So that's why I say I'm not making an impact, because I'd rather be under the radar. Because at the end of the day, it's about the music. Now, to answer your question, I can play in venues that other bands can't.
Absolutely.
So that's why when all those venues crumble and you can't play, I'll still be able to play.
Absolutely. Well, could you tell me what you think the pluses of grown and sexy and probably the minuses of it? I mean, you know, I always say the good things. Like, in your opinion, what are some of the good things that grown and sexy go-go has grown to go?
That's the thing, man. It's like, it's almost like you're saying that it hasn't been here. To me, grown and sexy started with Chuck.
Okay.
That's just what it's been. And so it's always been here. You understand that if he's the creator of go-go, why aren't there enough bands that want to follow his style?
Do you think
created?
Do you think you've been following his style?
Yes, most definitely. Everything I do comes from Chuck and as well as my influences that I had coming up.
So why aren't you hearing no Vybe records then? I mean,
because I'll tell you that. For one,
I'm just asking.
Not for real. I know. I understand that. You ain't the first person to ask this.
Great.
Right? You're not the first person to ask this. For one, when I sort of fell in the vibe. I still sometimes think, man, I own a band. I don't want to own no band. I don't want to be the leader of a band. So basically, I was doing R&B with a band that was called Virtuous, a drummer named Tony McGee. And we were playing at Jay's out in Law. Man, you know, it was his band, but he had some musicians playing with him, and I was like, oh my God, no, I can't do this. So I called in some musicians. No condos, just R&B. So then, you know, I got a little tired of it. I just said, you know what, I'm done. I ain't doing it no more. Well, the promoter that had the venue basically said, look, you gotta come back. I mean, we was in 300 people in there at night on a Thursday, just doing R&B.
So it was winning.
It was winning. So he wanted me back. The drummer left. I got another drummer. So what we did was, I came back, I said, because I brought all the people in the band, I figured, you know, I ordered them, keep them working. I come back, we say, we need to get a new name. So we let the people in the audience bring names up.
Really? That's how it happened?
Yeah, we had the show, said, look, we need to get a new name. They brought up names, you know, I didn't like none of them, so I decided on Vybe. The reason why I picked Vybe, because we never rehearsed. We get on stage and we vibe with each other. So I sent out an MP3 to everybody. You learn it, we come to the stage, we put it together. So that's how the name Vybe came up.
That's cost effective.
The go-go piece of it came on my 30th birthday. I had my birthday party at Jay's. And I called up my cousin, rest in peace, Lil Benny came through. And Mocky Mock came to play combos. And then the energy that came from just doing that, those are, to me, in my opinion, those are problematic instrument.
Who you telling?
Because it's so, the go-go dance is so Congo heavy, they smell themselves sometimes. So I've been through a couple of them.
Wow.
On keys, it was a time when Vybe, you know, might not have been working that much, might have been working here, working there. So some of the musicians, you know, they weren't working other bands, do stuff like that, right? So when they did, if it conflict with me, then my take is, if you chose them, that's who you play with. So I'm gonna get the next people playing.
Right.
So if that's where changes might have happened with that.
So you're not against your band members playing in other bands as long as it just doesn't conflict with your dates?
Right, and if they got a date and I got a last minute date, then I need to make do. Because then some of them are working musicians, they need to make money. So if I didn't have a date already set and you had a date, go do your gig there. Unless I really, really need you. But me, I'll be able to get a sub and figure it out.
I can dig that.
And that's where that ability to cover songs comes in, because if you gotta get a last minute sub and you can't cover nothing, because everybody knows a bunch of standard songs. If you're just playing your own grooves or your rhythm and your keyboard player don't make it, a lot of them bands got canceled.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. I guess you like you say, it's a lot of circuits, quote unquote circuit bounce beat. The crank circuit. We always see this yard battle, backyard, junkyard. A lot of time we wanted to see the groovers go up against both, if not one or all three of them or whatever. Is there any band that you sat back and be like, I'd like to share the stage with you, we can go song for song, your version versus my version?
Nobody. I don't do that.
And I believe that's probably where you got it, when you got not thinking like that.
Because my focus is not on it. Just play your music and then we go play ours. I don't go into any show thinking, oh, we need to do this way. I don't care what they playing, if they playing in front of us.
I was getting ready to ask you, considering a lot of you all, when I say you all, I'm saying the cover bands, might have covered the same songs. If y'all on the same, do you adjust your set?
Nope. As long as we ain't playing it at the same time, I don't care.
Okay. Interesting.
No, that's not like a plan. I want to ask you this. Rumors, now I actually heard this. How close were you to being the leader of the Chuck Brown tribute band? I know a few times, even when Chuck was living, y'all had did shows. You had, you got up to Grace, you staged with him, and I was hearing that it was, it might have been you, it might have been Scooby. How close were you to taking the Chuck Brown, or was it ever offered to you?
Nah, it was never offered to me. It was, I think Googie might have lobbied for me a little bit, but I think they somewhat, when Scooby was a pick because of his guitar, and he played his guitar, and that's what I was told by Googie, that Tom told him. But at the same time too, Donnell was already somewhat a part of a band like the Benny Pass, so that familiar clique was there, because even Kim was playing with Chuck. So they was already foot in the door already. Yeah. So then Scooby came with that. That was all. It was already packaged.
Would you did it? I mean, had it been offered to you, would you have done it?
Probably would have. Probably would have. Yeah. I'd have did that. Yeah. Because that was my band there.
Would you just stop by to do it, or you just really about it?
Yeah, they wasn't gigging enough. So
so it wouldn't really conflict.
Yeah. And it all depends. I mean, I don't know. I haven't played in the band, so I don't know their culture inside the band. So I might have got there and didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have played it just to say I'm in the Chuck Brown tribute band. Just because if it ain't fun, I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me this is probably one of the last questions I probably want to ask you. Do you feel a sense of responsibility right now? Like, I mean, obviously being the elder statements of somebody who's been around at this point, do you feel a sense of responsibility to go? Truthfully.
No. Only because there's still some legends out there. And I guess I'm still following the lead. And it's so much turmoil going on in the industry that it's going to take. I always say go need a government.
I would love to see how that would go.
It almost needs.
And who would be the president?
Yeah, it almost needs like a major like record label, so that the focus can move towards that and like
towards the music. And
and it moves. And if you get signed with this label that's handling now all your business, or some regular booking agency, that if you want to book, you need to be a part of this agency or something like that. And then that way you can wing it out. You can wing out some of the, because the negativity right now is so heavy and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I don't, it's like a fire blazing and I ain't trying to jump in that fire.
Yeah.
And with anything you do, you gotta see the work. Now, do you think you're gonna win the battle when you go there? Well, I don't even think I'll even be respected, cause I ain't cranking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't.
Yeah.
You know
I know what you mean. You play it your way.
You got the Facebook posts of all the bands showing clips that ride around in their cars with the picture of their radio. But it's all percussion.
No vocals, no instrumentation.
Yeah, there's no music. It's all we cranking, and it's a 2-3 minute set of a pocket. That ain't go-go. That's a percussion beat.
Well, describe go-go to you?
It's music. It's a groove, and it's really just a genre. But it should be music based. Got everything first. It's music. It's music.
I respectfully disagree, and I can even go back. Let me say this: I don't disagree too much. I understand what you're saying. I can even go back to what you said about the reggae or whatever. Reggae starts with the beats to feel, and then you place the music on what the tempo of that genre of music is. To me, go-go do style with the congos and drums, and you build over the tempo of it. You know,
it didn't. See, it didn't. That's not what Chuck did.
Bustin' Loose, Bustin' Loose.
If Bustin' Loose, you're gonna barely hear congos.
Well,
all this earlier stuff, congos is sitting in the background.
Okay, well let me say this, I'm sure you know, eventually it wasn't really till right into the 90s where congos and how people mix congos, you know, when Googie and them came. So a lot of times I think they were still experimenting on how they wanted it to sound. But it's still that.
But it's only really, we would say, and this is my opinion, 3 bands that truly probably made it out. And that'd be Chuck, that'd be Trouble, and that'd be EU. And then when EU did their album, when they came back, we didn't accept them. They had to go get in Maisha Band.
Yeah.
We didn't accept them because it wasn't the authentic thing that we want to hold in captivity here. So if you ain't playing this way here, get out of our circle, or we gonna hate on you. We can't come back home.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world is not gonna appreciate what we're doing, because guess what? We can play. You can have a crank in his pocket you want tonight. Why can't you recreate that the next day? Because there was no rhyme or reason to what you was doing. You don't know what you was doing.
Sometimes it's just to fail.
Yeah.
Sometimes just to fail. Yeah.
But that's not going to sell to the rest of the world, because they can't reproduce it.
Well,
because you got to play the music that another city gonna cover.
Well, the thing is this though. I think the main problem is that how can we get these go-go bands to put it in 3 minutes and 30 seconds? You know, structure the song, the beat. You know, I mean, the beats can be there. They just don't know how. It can't sound like a live beat.
It's not going to be a beat there. Come in, I'm sorry. There's not going to be a beat there, because you're going to have to put that music in there. The music piece has to come in somewhere. So how you going to fit? If you got an intro, you got a verse, chorus, bridge. Where your beat coming in at? That you got they ain't doing no more extended versions, records like they used to do back in the day.
It's 3 minutes.
And the radio ain't playing no 7-minute song. You better get to your point, and it better come on sounding like something. As soon as it hit, it better be produced right, it better be engineered right, and it better come on right and hit you as soon as it come on.
Well, let me. Well, you know, obviously we get so many. Well, what do you think the future of go-go is? I mean, and obviously you know what current status is right now. You know, we even talked about some of the things people in the fire. You know, at this point, what do you think the future of go-go is?
I think it's here to stay. I think that, I mean, it's a